Hi, welcome to Jules FM. I'm Jules. And today is a day where we recap highlights of the week, the weekly wins, so to speak, and set some new goals for the week to come. So I had a few highlights from this week. Firstly, I spoke at Rotary last night and I loved it. It was so good. It was such a privilege to speak to people who are always thinking about how to make their communities better. So it was really lovely to be able to share with them my journey and where I'm at. And yeah, it went really well. Had a great interview with Barbara Hastings this week, who is an incredible dialect coach. You can listen to those episodes. They're probably coming up next week. But her ability to hear like subtle nuances in voices, and even to a point where she can pick where they came from, is amazing. We also did a US accent voice lab for me, which was great. And clearly I still have some practice to do there. But you know what? This is what it's all about. And from my list of to-dos last week, I was going to research some AI tools for to create characters. Well, I did that. I found a couple, and one that I found that was quite good that I could try for free. It's called LSX, I think it was. Anyway, to create some characters to practice my voices with. They were good, but the images weren't quite as I had in mind, and I think that's probably more to do with, the cues I put in. Anyway, I've got something to start working with, and I will share what I come up with in the next couple of weeks about what these voices look like to match these characters. The other thing I was going to do is I was going to contact some animation studios, which I did, but the ones I contacted, and I'm kind of thinking this might be the case generally, but none of them have anything to do with casting. I had a really good chat with Sean from Studio Show Off, and that's where they do the loop-to-loop and things like that. He was so helpful and so lovely. And he said most of the work they do is actually from overseas. So they get sent work that they need to animate or create animations for and then send it back. But he gave me the name of a couple of places where they usually send their work, which he believes they do the voices. So I've sent my demos off to those two agencies, and I will keep my fingers crossed. To do next week, I'm going to keep working on my characters because I really know I need to create a character demo. So, which means I need to have a sample of different characters I can do, different ages, different genres, maybe, whatever it may be. But that's what I need to start compiling now, I think. And that might mean finding another AI platform to generate some different images, or, I'll be digging out some stuff I've done in the past as well. But that's what I'm going to continue working on. I am going to continue working on my US accent, especially with the tips Barbara gave me. So creating like an apple shape in the middle of my mouth and lowering the register really helped to sound natural. So I'm going to keep working on that. And they're two big ones. I also try and touch base with some more animation studios and just get the lowdown, see what else I can find out. And obviously continuing to practice with my voice labs and different things. So until next week though, thank you so much for listening again. Don't forget to hit follow on your podcast platform, and hopefully you're chasing your dreams as well.